What they say? Say it loud. You know what? Now, this don't have nothing to do with what this post is going to be about. But I want to mention this. Why I can't wear my hair like this to work. Well, I've been wearing my hair like this to work. And I want somebody to tell me something about wearing my hair like this to work. Because ain't nothing wrong with my hair. It's cute. This is my hair. And I'm going to rock it. All right, so that's a good way to start it off, because what I want to talk about is the angry black woman and the angry black man. And I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. Whew, what I cannot stand is to see how somebody starts something with a black person, but when they respond to what was said, then they're the angry ones. Hold on, time out. Flag on the play. Let's run the footage. Now, I said I was going to make this post the other day when I was talking about this. Lord have mercy, these people's getting harassed now on driveway. I'm sick of that. But we not here for that today. We're going to talk about how y'all need to watch how y'all handle us. Okay? Because I don't, at this point, I don't care if you label me as the angry black woman. Yes, I'm mad. I'm mad at everything, okay? What that woman said in that movie, I'm mad as hell, okay? It is a struggle being black, because most of the time, we won't start with you until you start with us, okay? Don't start none, won't be none. Y'all need to get that understood, because see, that's why y'all keep labeling us. Because you don't like when we do get there. It makes you afraid. That's really what it be. That's why you be so quick to say, "Oh, she angry." Yeah, I am. But you more afraid, because when we get angry, it's really passion behind that. You fear your life, and it ain't even got nothing. I ain't even thinking like that. I ain't even thinking like that. I'm mad, but I ain't thinking about harming you. I'm thinking about getting some understanding around here. I'm really talking about this too, because I feel like, you know, as like I said, as black women and men, we go through it, but men especially. My young son is going through this currently, and he is young. My baby is still a baby to me, but it's showing that it's starting now. He is 9 years old, and he got in trouble at school because this young lady who is not this color made a racist comment. So my son said a comment back about they need to go back to their country. Well, he said that's why you got to go back to your country. And now I do not condone that. I teach my child to love. So he got his talking to, but I do understand why my son said what he said. Now don't come for my child, cause mama bear gonna come out. Hold up. Now, like I said, I'm teaching my child to love one another. Okay, cause that's what I'm more focused on, rather than race. Because at the end of the day, we are a human race. We one race, literally. If you want to go down to the nitty gritty, do your research, go do your history research, okay? But we are all one race. So that's number one, and that's being taught in my home. But like I said, my son was offended by the comment that was said. But who got in trouble? Him. Only him. But this little girl didn't get no. Calling the school today ASAP, because if he in trouble, she should be in trouble too. My child was provoked. But I gotta teach my son how to respond to situations like this, because they are automatically gonna target him just because he a black man. Boy, that's so sickening to me. Because like I said, it starts now. Man, my baby's still a baby. So I'm just imagining what it's going to be like for him in the future. My son is a sweetheart, but don't play with him either. And I gotta teach him how to hone that in, cause he get that from his mama, clearly, okay. But now I gotta teach him how to have self-control, and nothing wrong with that. But my child should be able to defend himself. I gotta teach him how to do that properly. But don't be labeling him like he the angry black boy because cause what this girl done said and he didn't like it. No. So next time y'all get to be labeling people just because you scared, because you started it, think about your actions before you speak. Think before you speak. That I was taught that at a very young age. Think before you speak. If you don't want nobody responding to you, then be quiet. That's number one. And number two, if you gonna say something disrespectful, expect someone. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my son or somebody else's son or somebody else's daughter. I don't care. Expect what you gave. Karma is real, okay? You can't expect something to be put out and it don't come back to you. And it just so happened that karma that girl got came from my child. But now I'm in a mode where it's like, now I'm angry. But like I said, that anger comes from passion. Y'all stop labeling us, okay? Call people out for who they are. Now that is something y'all need to do because that's what we skipping over. Y'all labeling people, stereotyping people, but what's real, don't nobody really want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about the real issues at hand. Racism should not be a problem, but it is. Y'all put all of us under this one umbrella and we ain't. Yeah, I'm black and I'm proud and you can see it. But this woman here, this black woman is educated, strong, independent, and godly favored, highly favored. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Baby, you can't touch me. My God said high, he look low. So, matter of fact, say what you want, baby. Call me angry. I'm angry and I'm black and I'm proud. How about that? And I'm beautiful. Call me that. Because I know what it is, and God knows what it is. He know what he blessed me to be. And not only that, I've learned how to speak when I'm supposed to speak and be silent when I'm supposed to be silent. Well, sometimes, most times, okay? But most times I do all right. And I let God handle people like that. I do. I pray for people like that. I do. But I can't sit up here in front like I ain't bothered. I ain't gonna sit up here and be silent about a matter that is still a problem at hand. I'm gonna keep speaking until change comes. Man, look. Man, y'all need to take it back to them old days where, y'all was really teaching what it meant to be black. Like, I remember being fired up about my culture. And not just from James Brown. I'm talking about lean on me when you're not strong. I'm talking about knowledge is power. I know what I know. The more you learn, the farther you go. Just get an education, you'll be taking a stand. Because knowledge is power. Grab it while you can. Because guess what? Yeah, they're going to try to take it. They're already burning books. Because it's people that look like me that's starting to wake up and learn. But when we all do, all day in a world of trouble. And that's what we need to do. And I'm going to leave it out with that, y'all. Peace.